Welcome, this is Bruce Wilson. I'm back. This is week 4 of horse training. I always have a pair of these two Rockville Titans. I love to blast music while I'm training. For those who don't know, this is Blue. He's a very, very reactive horse. He's been very hard to train, extremely hard reactive. Uh, doesn't like to use his thinking side of the brain, likes to use the other side of his brain. And I've been with him for about a month, and he's really made good progress. But this video here, I'm going to show that it takes time. Everybody shows videos that are quick and easy and make it look like it's easy. It's not. It takes hard work. It takes extra effort. Uh, so every time I come out to him, I have to start at the basics. I always like to round pen him. I like to walk away from him and have him enter my space. Uh, I love my music cranking. Why do I do that? People always ask. Well, I've edited on the other videos, but I do that for a couple of reasons. I'm a cancer survivor. I have bad back. I have a lot of pain. I have bad neck. I have some other diseases, and I always hurt. So this just takes my mind off that when I'm out, and it's just relaxing me to work horses, get my music cranking, and just have fun training horses. So while I'm working Blue here, yeah, everybody knows how to round pen, how to walk away. I just ignore him. When I ignore him, he stops. I ask him if he wants to come in yet. He says, "Oh yeah, I'd much rather come into you than I would round pen." And that, just typical round pen. I like to rub him. This horse needs a lot of rubbing, needs a lot of attention. Rub away the training. So that's all I'm doing here. As much time as you can spend loving him, do it. Now I'm going to rub him out, let him know I'm not here to hurt him. Just to save time, I've left the halter on him, and I'm going to connect up here. And I'm just going to run through some basic drills. I like to string different drills together with Blue because he's too reactive to stay on any one drill at any one time. He loses his focus. He's charged me a few times. He's reared at me a few times. He's tried to get me to move my feet. And my goal is to get him to move his feet and not be so reactive and to stand still. So here I'm just going to throw my lead rope and desensitize air. Everybody wants to go right at the horse. He's so reactive. If you went right at him, he would take off on you, drag you around, would run this round pound for a half hour, and you wouldn't have got him stopped. So take the time to work on the air. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. I throw it a couple times on his right side. I'll throw it a couple times on his left side. And I just here to deactivate the air. Swing it in the air, make motion, get him where he won't jump. When I started this, the minute I'd even move a hand out in front of him, he'd take off. He'd drag you around the round pen. So have patience. After I do that, and the hand that I threw it, I go up and rub it away. The more I can get it to rub it away, the better off I am. So anytime I can rub it away, I do. And now I'm just going to throw it over his back a few times. He's getting better at this, but you can see he still doesn't like it. Moving my whip out of the way, I sit on the ground so he doesn't run over. Now I come to the other side. I do anything you do on one side, always do it on the other side. Spend the time to desensitize air on these reactive horses. Really let them know that every mosquito in the area is not there to hurt him and you've scared him away. Now you see I throw it over his back a couple times. He's pretty nervous with that. You see his ears twitch. You see him step back. Doesn't quite know about this yet. I won't do it a long time because it'll make him nervous. But I want him to know it's okay. Once I get up there, I leave it up there for a little bit. Just leave it. Let it set. Let him know that it's not going to bite him. It's not going to hurt him. Throw it around his hindquarters. Throw it over the top. Just keep working it. Work it towards his head. Don't go too fast with these reactive horses. I I tell people they move forward, but then they move back quickly. Don't get discouraged if they fall back. They'll come back. Just keep working the system. Just because I could do it yesterday doesn't mean I can do it today. Now I go into my war dance. This is one of my specialties. I want to flap. I want to war. I want to raise the energy level. I want him to know that it's okay if I'm acting like a jerk. So act like a jerk. Give your horse a heart attack. Give him one for free. When I first did this, I wish I could have showed you at night. He about went around and around for 20 minutes. But he's getting better. Just be reactive. Dance to your music. Be silly. Just whatever it takes. Don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to have a heart attack when you're on the ground. Imagine him if you're on his back and somebody got excited. And, that's when you have problems. I want him totally comfortable with me. Just keep desensitizing the air. I'm coming around one way. I turn around, I go the other way. Now I'm going to rub it away. I'm going to say all that excitement, all that energy, I'm not going to hurt you. See, so I change directions, flap my arms, make noise, slap myself. Whatever it takes. Put some energy into him. Let him know that I want him to stand there. Don't be afraid of this. And I'm going to rub it away. Go right back to it. It just takes time with these hyper horses that are super hot, super desensitive. Everybody says, hey, Bruce, I can't get my horse to stand there like that. Trust me, Blue wouldn't stand there. It took a long time. Now I want to bring him over here for you and for a little bit closer to the camera so we can move on to something else. So I'm going to rub him and tell him I'm okay. I'm not here to scare you. I'm not here to hurt you. See how he's still pretty shy, but he knows I'm not doing another drill because I've been dancing, so I didn't rub it away enough. Let me bring him back up. He still doesn't want to come back because I had all that energy, so I got to rub it away. I got to rub it away. Now I slide my hand down the rope and pull towards me. Do a little head flexion on the left side. Slide, tug. The minute he releases, I let go. Slide both hands, hold the front, slide down the rope, pull it towards me. His head came a little bit closer. Just work on head flexion. The key to this is knowing when to release. Bump, bump, bump. I bump into rhythm. If he doesn't want to come, there he came. Touch me. I let it go. I'll work on this drill for hours. You see how important. Slide my hand down. Bump, bump, bump. Pull. Bump, bump, bump. Pull. There he comes. Now I can relax. He learns from the release of pressure, not from the pressure itself, but when I release that pressure. So I'm going to ask him. He didn't come that far, but he did give. I let go. Sometimes you're not going to get it every time. Now, see how much easier it was that time? Just keep working. Keep ignoring. But always a relief on pressure and rub it away. Give him a hug. Rub it away. He's nervous. He's antsy. Now I'm going to walk away that I did that. But these are drills I work on every day, and I go through the progression. Ask him to hold still. I rub his head. He says, okay, I will. I don't want to hurt you. I ask him to hold still. Rub it away on his right side. Slide my hand down the rope. Bump. Minute he releases, I'm going to let, there he goes. He released, I let go. The minute he relaxes, the minute he gives. Nope, he doesn't want to give. I stay with it. There he gave. I got to rub it away. The important part is that desensitizing. Rub it away. I pull. He doesn't want to go. He's moving. I stay with him. There, he gave. I got to let go. I got to reward him and rub it back away. Slide down the rope. Pull on the rope. Wait for him to, there you go. Wait for him to give. These drills take hours. You don't have to spend a lot of time on them, but the important is to do it every day. Go through your progression. Just gain inches at a time. He's getting a little better at this. This isn't the first time. I can't tape every day because I work at night, so I try to do them here and there when I'm out in the daylight. There he gave. You see, he's coming closer to me. Rub it away. Rub it away. So important with him. He's so hot, so reactive. He doesn't like his legs touched, doesn't like his feet touched, didn't like his head touched, but now I can touch his head. Now he's starting to let me touch his body and his range shield a little bit more. So just sit out here, listen to your music, enjoy it, peaceful, and see, there he came and touched me. I let him go. Pull, pull, bump, bump, bump. There he comes. I want a little more. I asked for a little more and he gave it to me. Now I'm going to give up on that. Go back to desensitizing. Go back to scaring him, giving him a heart attack. Now I'm slapping my rope. He doesn't like that as much as he did me dancing. I don't blame him. I'm a wonderful dancer. But here I am out here. Just desensitize the air. Walk away from him. Walk away from him. Wait for him to relax. He's very, very hot. Very, very reactive. He's starting to settle down. I'm going to come rub it away. Same hand I was slapping the rope. I got to rub it away. I did it to one side. I got to go do it to the other side. Spend the time. Spend the hours. These horses, nobody wants them. Luckily, the young girl that bought this horse loves this horse, and we want to make it safe for her. Keep working the air. Keep working the space. Walk away from him. Walk away from him. Put more energy. Now he's standing still a little bit more as I put energy. He stood still. I'm going to go reward him. He's a little cautious because I've had all that energy. It's okay. Rub it away. That's why it's so important to rub it away. Now I'm going to look at his rear end. Get him to yield his rear end a little bit more. I've been working on yielding the rear end stage 1 with a stick. As reactive is, it's very hard for him. So I like to look at his rear end. Let him know I'm coming for his rear end. Now I pick up the stick and string. I slap it. Make some noise. Look at his head. You can see he doesn't like that. That's even more energy than I had before. So I just do it away from him. Just wait, move with him. Keep slapping. Now he stopped. I'm going to rub it away. I'm going to don't want him afraid of my tool. Rub his forehead. Rub it away. Now I'm going to do it on my left hand, coming the other way. Doesn't like that either. He used to run away, but I'm going to put this energy. The more energy he'll stand there, the more energy I'm going to put in. I don't want him reacting. I don't want him taking off. I don't want him hurting anybody. So I'm putting a lot of energy into this. Now I'm going to rub it away. This desensitizing process just takes forever. Now he's moving. I'm going to bump, bump, bump on the rope a little bit, but I'm not going to give up. Bump, 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 let him move. Bump, 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 let him move. He's had enough of me. I'm going to keep bumping on it. I'm going to keep slapping. Now you see how he's dropped his head? I like that. I saw him drop his head, so I'm going to reward. When this horse drops his head down like that, he's telling me he gives. He's telling me, I want to be your friend. I don't want that excitement. Now I do it again, and he's slapping him. I'm watching him. I'm watching his head. He's slapping, slapping, slapping. Look for the signs. Look for him relaxing. Look for him yielding. There, he's starting to relax. He's starting to relax. Not as bad. Not as bad. He's starting to relax. I say thank you. I'm going to rub it away. I'm going to say it's okay. He's still a bit shy because I made all that noise. I'm going to rub it away. I'm going to go right back to it again. Now he's going to say I've had enough. I know he's had enough. But I don't want him to quit that early yet. He hasn't relaxed enough for me. But as I work this drill every day, he'll relax more and more. He's getting out of control. I'm going to bump him. Now I'll go right back into it. Sometimes you have to back off the pressure just a little bit, but don't stop. So I'm not slapping quite as hard, but I am slapping. I am going to walk away from him. He wants to come in and give. I'll yield. I'll take that. I started to walk off. He did. Keep working. Keep slapping. Do my helicopter here. Now he's relaxing. Now he's starting to pay attention. Now his head's not moving up and down. I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to rub it away. Can I do it on one side? Yep, I got to do it on the other. Two sides of the brain. I got to do both sides, left eye, right eye. They're totally two different brains in a horse, along with the reactive side and their thinking side. But now he's thinking, so I didn't do it as long. I say thank you and I rub it away with a stick and string. Don't want him afraid of my tools. Don't want him afraid of me. Now I'm going to go back and forth, right, left, right, left. That's something new. Now he's getting a little bit stiff, so I'm going to walk into him to make his move his feet. If he gets stiff when he walks away, walk in a circle, walk towards his rear end, make him move. A horse pulls on you, I'm not going to win the tug of war. Just go towards his rear end. But see him lower his head right there, all the way down. He says, I give, I yield. I say thank you. He's starting to pick up when to give. He's starting to pick up how to get relief from pressure. I don't mind giving the pressure, but what I want him to find is the release of that pressure. Now you see he's not as reactive. He's finding clues. He's figuring it out for himself. I'm not telling him. He's figuring it out for himself. See his head come down? See his head come down? I'm still adding a little more energy. He says, I don't know. But he's watching me, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. Now I reward him and say, yeah, you are figuring it out. It's okay. Oh, these drills take time. Net flexion, to spanking the ground, to spanking the air, to desensitizing, to rubbing away, to Indian dancing, whatever it takes. War dance, whatever you want to call it. You really have to spend the time to get these guys where they're not so reactive. They don't want to take off on you. They don't want to run you over. Oh, he used to. When he gives up, man, he'll take you on. He'll rear. He's getting so much better at that. Now I'm getting closer to him. Down his side. He doesn't like that. I'm bringing it closer. Now he's figured it out a little bit quicker. See that? He figured it out a little bit quicker. So reward him. Look for those rewards. Look for that time. I did it on one side. What do I got to do? Yeah, do it on the other. Slapping closer to him now. He's starting to figure it out. He's starting to figure it out today. I'll reward him for that. Look for signs of when he relaxes and says, I understand. I'm going to yield to pressure. I'm not going to fight pressure. Now I just want to rub him with the stick and string and tell him that's not going to hurt you. I'm going to walk around, get him centered for you a little bit better here. I'm not a cameraman. I didn't even think about taping this when I started with blue. Now I'm just rubbing with the stick and string. I want to say all that noise this was making, it's not going to hurt you. Now I'm just going to throw this string over his back, just like I was the rope. He reacts different to the rope. He reacts different to the string. He reacts different to everything I give him. He's starting to hold still for me, so I'm going to rub it away, rub it away, rub it away, rub it away. Oh, he's a little bit stiff, so I'm going to move his feet. A little stiff. I wanted to pull him forward. He didn't want to come. He was frozen. Move his feet. Still a little bit stiff. I'm going to go back and move his feet some more. There he comes. When they're stiff and you pull on them, make them move their feet and tell them it's okay. I'm going to rub it away. Go back to flogging him with kindness. Flog him with kindness. Flog him with kindness. You can't spend enough time out here flogging these guys with kindness. Now I'm going around his front feet. You see him jump? He doesn't like that at all. I'm going to rub it away. He stood still. Put that rope right around his front feet. Now watch when I go around towards the rear. Oh, he doesn't like that at all. He used to take off and bolt, but he's getting better. Coming around his back feet. See him kick at it? Doesn't like that string. See him kick at it? I'm going to make him figure it out. Doesn't like that at all. He's moving away. I'm going to just keep bringing it up to him. Bring it up to him. I'm not going to let him, got to let him figure it out. Pull on the rope towards me. Now I'm going to rub it away a little bit. Rubbing it on his hindquarters. Rub it away. Say, see, that wasn't bad. It didn't hurt you. Now I went right back to his feet after I rubbed it away. Now I'm just holding it right at his feet. When he held still, I rubbed it away. See how jumpy he is? Now he's holding still. I'm just touching his hind quarters just with the stick. Just touching it, holding it just by him. Just by him. Boy, he doesn't like that. Barely by him. Slowly touch, slowly touch. There, he let me touch him. I pull it away. He held still. He let me hold it there. I pull it away. He learns from the release of pressure. I put it right back there again. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. You find these spots, you just got to keep working him. He stopped. I take it away. I'm going to rub it away. Didn't happen if I rub it away. Touch his leg, touch his leg. Oh, he's holding still. He doesn't like it. But he did pretty good. I'm going to rub it away. You just got to work every inch of these hyper horses. Every spot. That way, this is a start to being able to pick up his feet. Getting him to hold still. I did it to one side. Oh, guess what I got to do? I got a whole other side. So I'll bring him back up here for the camera for you. See if I can turn him so you can see it. I'm sorry. Not a cameraman. But I'm going to work on this back side. So here comes the stick and string. I'm going to desensitize it to him. He's a little bit anxious. He knows what I've been doing on the other side. Swing it around his leg. Swing it around his leg. Swing it around his leg. Swing it at his front legs. Work those front legs. Just like I did on the other side. Now I'm just holding the stick. Ah, yeah, I like that. Now he held it still while I had it there. I take it away. You saw him lift it up and give it to me. That's wonderful. Now I got to work on the back. If I do it on the front, so I'm holding that stick up there. I'm holding that stick up there. Boy, he doesn't like that. Right on the back leg. You can see the string dagging. Yeah, doesn't like that. I'm not even, just hold it by him. Hold it by him. Now pull it away when he holds still. Now rub it away. Got to give him pressure, release to pressure, and desensitize between every exercise, between every drill. Right back to the back legs again. Now I'm rubbing his back. Rubbing down his leg. He doesn't like that. Keep rubbing down that leg. Keep rubbing. Keep rubbing. Keep rubbing. Doesn't like that back end. Now rub it away on top. Now we can work that back leg again. Now we can take it away. You let me hold it there, I take it away. Now rub it away again. You know, everybody shows these videos of quick training, quick breaking. Yeah, some horses have worked that way, but a lot of these wild horses, they don't. See, I'm touching his back end again. I'm making him hold still. I'm staying at a 45. If he has an issue, I can get out of the way. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Ah, there he's standing still. Going to ask for a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Stay with him. Pull his head towards me. There. Now take it away. Say thank you. Rub it away. Didn't happen if you rub it away. Oh, give him lots of loving. Give him lots of rubbing. Now I'm going to I go to his head. I want to yield the forequarters. So here, a little bit of yield of forequarters. Now he is getting a little bit calmer with this. This horse was so reactive. If he reached up there, he would bolt and run away from you. So the minute he starts to cross over, I stop and I rub it away. Rub it away, rub it away. You can see he's still reactive. He's still reactive. But I'm just yielding that forequarter, yielding that head. Now I did it on one side, let's try the other side. Yield the forequarters. I hold right up to his eye. Get him to step away. There, the minute he stepped away, I drop it. I don't want him to take off on me. And then I rub it away. I do it again. Yield to 4/4, just barely, just beginning stage 1. There he goes, he's yielding. Now I rub it away. I want to be able to yield his hindquarters. I want to be able to yield his 4/4. I want to be able to flex his head with vertical flexion to the right and to the left until he can touch his body. These are all things I want to work on before we ever think about riding this horse. Now I want to just rub it away. Yield to 4/4, get him to cross. The minute he steps, give it away, walk away, release the pressure. He learns by release of pressure. Now go back and say thank you. Rub it away. A lot of desensitizing. Yield the 4/4, yield the 4/4, get him to turn, a little bit more. This time I asked for a little bit more. I rub it away. Boy, the first time I held my hand up to him like that, he was bolting around this pen. It'd take you 20 minutes to get him settled back down. So I don't want to push him. Now I just want to walk him. I want to lead him, teach him how to lead. Now I'm going to do a little bit of wiggle, walk, and wave. Get him to back up. I wiggle, wave underneath, wiggle, and then I rub it away. Remember to rub it away. Work on a little bit of backing up. Wiggle, wave. There you go. He gives me a step. He'd step to the side. I'm going to step in front of him a little bit more and ask him to do it again. A little bit more to keep him straight. He backs up. I'm going to rub it away. I'm going to rub him away with the rope that I just wiggled in front of me. Got to work on these desensitization. Rub it away. Wiggle, wave. Little march now. Going in a little march. See how he likes that. Work on every type of backup during these processes. A little bit of march toward him. There he goes. But he turned the wrong way, so I pulled on him, marched again. There he goes. That was a little bit better and straight, so I'm going to rub it away. A little bit of march, a little bit of march. He backed up. I give. I yield. Let him yield. Don't be afraid to spend hours on these drills. Now I'm tapping the rope back up. Tap, tap, wiggle, tap, tap, tap. Then rub it away. Mix them up. You know, they'll get tired of one all the time, but if you keep it going, if you keep a routine and you stay with it, it just really works. Now I'm taking the string off my stick, and I want to go into yielding a little bit of the hindquarters. So I'm going to tap the air. I don't need to tap him. He's very reactive. First I'm going to do is rub it away. Now, point, tap, he moves. There we go. Yield the hindquarters. Rub it away. This is another exercise he's coming along. You see he's still shy, so I'm going to stay right with him. I'm going to rub it away till he comes to a stop. Now go bring him back here so you can see. Otherwise I'd stay right with him. 3 taps in the air. If he doesn't move, I'd whack his butt, but he moves plenty. Did done one side, I got to do the other side. Hold up your arm, hold the string. Tap, tap, tap. He moves. I'm bending over. I'm looking at his rear end. Get him to yield the hindquarters. Rub it away. Do it again. Just work on these exercises. If you work on the method, it works. But don't be discouraged. You will have to come back, but you got to do progression. Start at the beginning every day and just keep working through them over and over and over. I've had to spend a whole month on this horse just to get him this far. Always desensitizes. He gets anxious and nervous through these drills. I got to rub it away. There we go. Point, tap. He goes. Yields his rear end. Reward him. Sorry to put you through these long, brutal ones, but if you want to learn, if you want to understand, it's important that you take the time to do this every day, every day, every day. Put the hours in, put the time in, give him the love. Things don't happen overnight. It's consistency. You can't wait and string them out. I know. I only missed him 2 days in the last month, and every time I did, when I came back out, I could tell it. I had to work the smaller drills longer. Now I just want to love him. I just want to rub him. Just want to hug on him. Just want to hang on him. I want him to know. See there, he's putting his head into my chest. I'm like, that's okay. You and me, bud. We're okay. You're not reactive. You don't need to kill me, and I don't need to kill you. We're just here to be friends. Rub on him. Love on him. Flog him with kindness. Rub him with kindness. Rub him with love. He's starting to walk away. I'll bump him back. Say, nope, I stay here. If he wouldn't have stayed there and he started walking away, I'd run him around the round pen. He knows it. There, he heard him. Yeah, he used to steam at me a lot. I called him Steamer for a while because, boy, he'd just snort at me every time he didn't like me doing something. Rub it away. Now, I like to put him in a small horse trailer. I've got a small horse trailer I like to work them because they're claustrophobic. But to do that, I'm just going to do some sending exercises, left and right. Send him back and forth in front of this trailer. He doesn't like sending, but he's learning. Send him left, send him right. Great exercise to get control of these hot-tempered horses. The more you can turn them, the more they're looking for you. The more they're looking to find relief. So I'm just going to send him back and forth. Start of the C pattern. C pattern is so important when you get out on the trail in the field and you get a hot horse to be able to do a good C pattern with him as you walk. I look at his rear end. He doesn't yield real well yet because I haven't pushed him real hard on that yet because he's so reactive, but I still do. I still want him to yield that rear end. And you see how he takes off? That's okay. Get in front of him and turn him back. He'll learn how to yield, but he's so reactive. I don't want to push him too hard on that yet. But you want him to be able to yield that rear end just by looking at it. I'm looking at that rear end. Don't let me see that rear end. He's moving it away, so I stop him, bring him back. Looking at that rear end. There he goes. Get away from me. There you go. I'm looking at your rear end. Better hide it. Tell him to go. He doesn't want to go. Doesn't want to go. A little sticky. Push him. Don't let him get his own way. I'm looking at your rear end. Now he's like, I don't want to run as fast. You notice how he's slowing down? He's being a little bit more calmer. That's what I'm after. Now he's asking me if he can come in. I says, nope. He says, well, then I'll run because he knows he's supposed to run if he doesn't come in. I'm like, no, I just want you to do the C pattern. I want to send you back and forth. I still love this loud music out here. It bumps, it yells. It gets these hot horses after a while calm to noises and strange noises. He's doing good. I'm going to take the pressure off. I'm going to reward him. I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to rub on him. He's been hot. He's afraid of the stick and string. He wants to go away. Pull him back. Rub on him. 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 He's learning. If I rub on you, you'll stay still pretty soon. I'll rub it till you do. I'm not going to release the pressure till you're standing still and thinking. There he's thinking more and more. I keep rubbing. Now I say thank you, take it away, and reward him and walk away from him. It's crazy when you walk away from them how they're not so hot. Keep rubbing on him. Tell him I haven't asked you to do anything yet. Desensitize the left side. Again, always go back to desensitizing. Now we're getting closer to the trailer. You know, he's gone in a couple times, but I want him to be able to go into a small 2-horse trailer and be able to stand. I don't need him all the way in. I just want him to be comfortable. When we got this horse, he was in a big horse trailer, and even then he came running us over, pinched me between the gate, very hot, ran over us, pulled it away from us. So I do a C pattern back and forth until I know he's comfortable with it standing in front. I just make a little loop, and I'm just going to ask him again without any pressure, are you ready to go in? And he says, yeah, I'm ready to go in. I tell him to trailer. And I just let him relax there. He can come out if he wants. I don't care. I'm not slapping him to come back in. That's his own choice. Just let him sit, let him relax. Like to put a little feed in there sometimes, let him eat. I like to leave the trailer open. And if he wants to eat in there all he wants, he can. Just extra food, extra snack. He's looking at me. No pressure. He's calm. He's staying at the trailer. Let him know that's a place of comfort. Let him know that's a place of safety. Now I'm just going to go up and rub on him. Say thank you. Good job. See, you can come out of the trailer. I'm not going to get after you. I don't want him to be scared in there. Walk back away. Ask him if he wants to go back in. Point. Say trailer. Let him go in. Just take the time. Don't get in a hurry when they're standing in there. Patience. Want to be a horse trainer? Learn patience, because it is all about patience and reading the horse. Nothing happens quickly. These magic videos on the internet where things happen overnight isn't very realistic. It can happen. Just let him look at me, let him relax, let him eat. He decides to come back out. Make sure there's no pressure on the rope. I'm going to rub him again. Say thanks. Good job, bud. See? That didn't hurt you, and I'm not going to hurt you. Now he's a little spooky. That shows you how spooky he is. Now he's getting a little spooky going. What are you going to do? Stick me back in there again? Just waiting, trying to read his body language, trying to see what he wants to do. Key is reading their demeanor, reading when they're had enough of a drill, had enough of exercise. Now I can see he really doesn't want to step back up, so I'm going to take him away from the trailer. Going to walk him around, walk him in front of it, teach him how to lead. I'm moving his rear end a little bit. Let's exercise out here. If you want to stand out here, that's okay, but I'm going to keep some pressure on you out here. More pressure I can keep on him outside here, the more he'll want to be in the trailer and not just outside of it. I don't have to get after him. Sometimes just move them as much as they need. I moved him a little bit. We'll walk back by the trailer. He looked at it. That's a good sign. I'm just moving him. Keep moving him. He's always been a little bit sticky to walk, so just keep moving him. Get him used to being led. I'm pointing. Nope, he doesn't really want to, so I'm going to come up, get his attention, jerk at him a little bit and say, hold still. Rub things away, rub the pressure away. Lead him some more. Move his rear end around. Walk by the trailer. It's not going to bite you. Went down to a smaller whip here just so it's not as intimidating, a little more gentle. His rear end around. Yield that hind quarter. I looked at it. I want you to yield. See, you can pick up those subtle hints of yielding hind quarters even during walking. So it's just not always just yield the hind quarter over and over. Work combinations in as you do things. Work multiple things. Now I'm going to jog him a little bit. He's still not being real calm, so let's move him. Let's put some energy back in him. Let's put some exercise in. Let's get him used to being led. He's a little sticky being led, so I'm going to put some energy into him. He doesn't want to lead real right. He wants me to pull on the harness or on the rope, lead rope a little bit. I'll put some energy in it. Just move him for a while. I want him to follow me. I want that lead rope looped where it is. I don't want it taut. I don't want to pull him on it. I'm going to rub it away. Doesn't want me again. I'm going to move his feet. His feet. He doesn't want that. I'll move his feet. You're going to get hot on me again. I'll move your feet. I'll move your feet. I'll bend you back around. Energy. I'll make you move your feet. Now he's calming back down. I'll rub it away. There's many ways to get him calm. Sometimes you can round pedal it. Sometimes you can lunge him. Sometimes you just have to turn them in a circle. Put some energy in their hind end. Make them move their feet when they start bracing their feet. Then when they do what you want, rub it away. He's not standing still. I'm going to move his feet again. I yield his hind quarters. I'm going to walk around again. Yield him. He's trying to figure it out. What do you want me to do? And we've been working on different exercises all day, but string them along. Now I'm going to rub him with kindness, flog him with kindness. Oh, he didn't like that? I'm going to move him. He didn't like it. He decided he had had enough of this for today. So let's lunge. Let's put him on lunge line. Let's walk. That's why I like the 18-foot lead rope right there. I can do anything I want, anytime I want, depending on how he reacts. He was doing really well with low energy, and he changed his mind, so I'll put high energy back in. We'll get him thinking again. We'll take him from he's reacting now. Let's make him react. Let's get him back into the thinking process. Now I'll rub it away. Rub him with that scary new stick he saw. Rub it away. Yeah, many times I'll be working on one exercise and I got to turn around and revisit something else, recorrect something else, remind him of something else. That's how they learn. Now I want to point, cluck, have him move. Now I'm just going to hold my stick on there, rub him to a stop. Keep the pressure on until he learns to stop again. He's reacting now. He's stopping earlier in the video. That's how it goes. It comes and goes. Go right back and start reworking the exercises. Work the methods. Now he says, okay, I'll stop for a minute. I'm like, you weren't really stopped. So I'm going to keep the pressure on. He's like, I don't really want to stop. I've had enough for today. So that's not a good place for me to end, so I have to keep going. There. Now he's found his relief. He found the release spot. So now I can back off the pressure. Back off the pressure. He found a comfort zone. Back it off. Go back to working him. Let's work the other side. You gonna stand for me? Yeah, he says, okay, I'll stand again. Now I'm gonna take him back to the trailer where he got spooked up and worked up even after he'd been in there. Just walk him across the trailer face again. That scary trailer. Last thing I want to do is slam him in that trailer. I could slam him in there. That's not the thought. The thought is I want him to go in. I want him to find relief in the trailer. I want him to be comfortable in the trailer. If he's tired of working outside, let him relax in there. So he's settled back down. I can read his language. I'll ask him to go back in again. I point, say trailer, and he says, okay, I'm willing to go back in. And you might have to do this over and over 100 times, 30 days in a row. That's what it takes. He's there. I'm just going to relax. No pressure. And I like he's only halfway in. I don't want him to go in. He's been all the way in before. I only want him to go in when he's comfortable. I want him to know he can come in and out. He decides he's ready to come out. I'm not going to pressure him. He did what I wanted. There's no sense of getting after him now. I want to wait and see if he'll go in on his own without even asking him. I want to see what he's going to do. If he doesn't want to go in, okay, I'm going to ask him a little bit. Decided, yeah, I'll come back up. I didn't whip him. I didn't beat him. Says, I'm not as anxious. I've been in there a minute ago, same as it was. But I'm okay because he did what I asked. So no pressure. I'm going to rub it away. Wants to know what I'm going to do. Am I going to make him do something? Oh, no. I'm going to rub the whip away. I used it to tell him to go in with. I'm going to rub it away. Rub it away. Desensitize. Rub it away. Desensitize. It's so important after you ask him to do things to desensitize and say, nope, that was good. No pressure. I point, see if he goes. He says, yeah, I thought about it. But didn't go too hard, so we'll just start doing a little bit of C pattern again. Move his feet. Right back to moving his feet if he's outside. When I asked him, he didn't want to really go in, so I'm going to move his feet. He's looking at me. He wants to come in and be safe with me. I'm okay with that. I'm a place of comfort, just like the trailers. If he wants to come to me for comfort, that's all right. Oh, he's a little sticky. You saw him pull on it. I'm like, okay, let's move our feet. His feet. I hope he's not minding me. I'm going to pull him around, get in front of him, make him do the pattern better. He's back to sloppy pattern. Do some more sending. Point, cluck, send. He's like, I'd rather just go on the trailer. That's where I want. Didn't have to even wrap it around. He says, yeah, he found relief on his own. That's what I'm looking for. I could have kept sending. He says, no, I'd rather go in the trailer than keep sending. And that's what it's about. Points of relief. Like I said, they learn from the release of pressure, not from the pressure itself. So when he released it on his own, no more pressure, so he went in. It's up to me to have the patience again. I want to hurry up and do it. I want to hurry up and send him in and out. I want to hurry up and get it right. I want to hurry up and get it perfect. Doesn't work that way. Take your time. Have patience. Be soft and gentle. There's a time to be apply pressure and there's a time to release pressure, especially on these hyper hot horses. I'm going to rub him and say thank you. I'll give you relief out here too. I'll rub on him. I'll hug him. I'll love him. Rub under him, looking for soft spots. I'm looking for wild spots. I'm looking for reactive spots. I'm looking for uncomfortable spots. It's not always about moving your feet. Now I'm hugging on him. This is the first time ever I've ever laid on him and put my body on him right there. You saw him react. That's how sensitive he is. So you hugged him again. This is the first time I've ever hugged him out the back and put weight on him. You remember, if this horse I couldn't come within 10 feet of to begin with. I couldn't get my hands on him. Now he's starting to let me lay on him a little bit, starting to hug on him, starting to give him a little bit of love. That's what I'm looking for. He stood still. I'm going to release the pressure. But once I do it on one side, what am I going to do? I'm going to do it on the other. This is a whole new brain. I can't just run up and hug. I have to get closer. There. I'm hugging on him on this side. In, pressure, release. Pressure, pressure, release. He's still antsy. He's jerking, release. Pressure, release. Yeah, you see him move. He's not quite sure about that yet. I've been rubbing with his hands, but I haven't been laying my body on him. I haven't been putting my weight on his back. Now's the first time I'm putting my weight on his back. Just work in those little episodes of desensitizing him. Now go back to walking him again. No, he didn't want to go in the trailer on his own, just like he did before. It's okay. I'll ask him if he wants to go. Nope, he's not interested at all now. He's been in there many times. He's like, I'm just not interested. So I gotta move his feet. There we go. Move his feet. That's all right. You don't have to go in. If you're out here, we're gonna move your feet. I'm looking at his rear end, making that rear end move. Move his feet. No sense of working him up and getting him all hot. Just move his feet. Move his feet. Go back to sending exercise. Move his feet. Move his feet. Lunge him around once. It's okay. Move his feet. Do some C pattern. Do some sending exercises. He's starting to pick it up a little bit some days. He'll get the hang of it over time. Point, cluck, I'll spank if I need to. Look at his rear end, that's enough. There he goes. Now I'll say, okay, are you ready yet? Want to move your feet out here, or do you want to go on in? So I'll just loop it and I'll back up and I'll ask him the question again to see if he wants to work his feet more or does he want to go in. He says, I'll go in again. I didn't have to work him hard. You don't always have to work him hard. It's just the movement of the feet. Only use enough, the amount of pressure you need to get the job done. There's a time for a lot of pressure. There's a time for soft pressure. Use as minimum pressure as you can to get the job done. That way the horse is calmer, especially a reactive horse, but he's still learning just the same. He's reading your language. If I get excited, he's going to get excited. If I stay calm, he stays a lot calmer. Oh, come out? No, I don't want to come out. I'm going to go back in. See, he's making his own choice there. He thought about coming out. And he decided, no, I'm going to move my feet if I go back out there. That ornery old man, he's going to make me walk. I just soon sit here and relax. And I'm going to let him. Oh, he thought about coming out again. No, I really don't want to come out. Maybe I'll go in a little bit farther. Those are what you're looking for. See, he came out a lot slower that time. Came out, just stood closer. That's what I'm looking for. He didn't come out looking for somewhere to go. That was nice. I'm going to walk him away. Run him around a little bit. Remind him that if he comes out here, he's going to move his feet. He says, I'd rather come up to you than run around. I'd rather follow you. So you see him getting closer to me? He says, yeah, I really don't want to run. I'd rather be with you. Now he's getting a little bit scared. Now he's getting a little bit driven away. So I'm going to send him. Not hard. I don't want to get him all hot and hyper. He's not acting. Jerk, jerk, jerk on the rein. He says, oh yeah, I'm supposed to turn. He does. And we'll work on the sending exercise again. He says, I like this side better. So I say, no, jerk, jerk, jerk. Have to spank a little bit, put a little energy in him, make him go on by. Jerk, 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 bump, 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 bump. Gonna have to bump harder, cut him off. Put a little energy in it, bring him on back. A little energy in it, bring him on back. Bump, 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 put a little energy, bring him on back. And pointing to the trailer, he says, okay, I'm going. And that's what it's all about right there. I pointed, he said, okay, I get it. Just keep working. He kept trying. Notice every time I've done this, he's tried different. Sometimes he's okay, sometimes he's not. That's the patience. I just pointed and said trailer that time, and he went in all on his own. And now rewarding. Plenty of time. Let him get comfortable. I want that trailer place of relief. I want that trailer to be, I want to be in there. I'd rather be in there than be out running around. I want him to know if I point, he goes. This is where you get tempted to want to pull on the rope, pull him back out, and keep sending him in and out. Uh, I try to resist that. Although I do get bored, I want to resist it. I just want to have fun with him. Let him find relief. And you can see he's not that nervous in there. He's pushed way in right now. He's finding his own relief. He's finding his own comfort zone. We always ask, don't force. Ask. If they don't do what you want, go back to one of your exercises. Once again, I know this exercise session's long, but I work them about an hour a day. And I wanted to be as realistic with it as I am, and so that you guys can see the actual work. Finally, I decided to ask him to come out. You see me bump, bump, ask him to come back. He came back, got a little hot, turned away. So what am I going to do? Because he wasn't used to me asking him to come back. I'm going to work him a little bit. I'm going to move his feet, let him get tied up. I'm going to move his feet. He decided I don't want to move my feet, so what is he doing? He's trying to come to me and say, please don't make me move my feet. Just let me be nice. I'm sorry. So if he tells me that, I say, okay, and I'm just going to walk around. Move the camera back out so you can see that I'm not worried about the trailer right now. I'm worried about him wanting to be with me. I'm worried about him wanting to be with me. I didn't need to lunge him. I didn't need to work him. I didn't need to do anything. He twisted up the rope. I'm okay with that. I like that. Let us sit around and snack. If he's going to come out, he can either follow me and behave, or he can go back in the trailer. Those are the signs I'm looking for. Now I'm going to take the rope off his head. Now I'm going to work with the rope a little bit. He didn't like that a little bit, so I'm going to fix it again. Approach and retreat. Approach and retreat. Take the rope over his head. Take the rope back off his head. Approach and retreat. Rub it away. Yeah, I just did something mean, so I'm going to rub it away and calm him back down. Now I'm going to approach, put the rope back on him. Flip it the other side. I've been working on the one side. Remember, got to do it on the other side. Every time I do something, do it on both sides. So now it's just going to be work on this rope. I saw a little problem when the rope went around his head. Something I got to go back and work on correcting. So that's what I'm doing. I've been working this exercise earlier with him at night because he was so spooky. He wouldn't let me get around ahead. He wouldn't let me get his halter up there. So I got to go back and just keep working these small issues as I see them. Now I'm going to rub everything away. Rub it all away. Now I'm going to approach the side of his head with the rope. Side of his face. You see, he doesn't like that. Now I'm going to go towards his eye. Pop it back up. See him? Back away. Boy, he's drugged me many nights when I've done that. He just takes off on the rope and I have to pull it to get him back. Now I'm going to take the pressure away. He knows he comes with me. Now I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to thank him for it. I took the pressure off. I'm going to come back. Now he had a great job. Now this is how bad of a cameraman. I'm done for the night. You see me walking away back to the house. I closer to the music. I do such a bad camera job, but thank you, and we'll keep watching Blue. and we'll keep working with him and check back in.